So we are in the crib with the legendary RKS, aka Mum. It's Mumsy.
Hello, son.
How you doing?
Cheers.
Cheers, indeed. So you've been making jewellery and putting it in Rogue's Gallery since it was Crafty Shop.
I have, yes.
How many years have you been making jewellery overall?
Probably over 20 years. It started by a friend giving me some jewellery, which unfortunately broke, and I repaired. And I thought, actually, I can do this myself.
You quite enjoyed doing it?
I enjoyed doing it, and I took it to a whole different level.
So we've got a couple of your pieces here. Do you want to maybe just tell us about one or two?
Okay. Which, well, this one, for example, I call the slug. All right.
Yeah, like a sea cucumber.
It is. Everything that I do tends to be really textured. So you have a backing, which is known as a peyote stitch, and then every bead is then individually put on to this peyote, and it's built up, and then you get a slug.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
right.
it is.
Honest, it has been a great thing to watch you develop your style and see all these things come out that I can't get my head around, really.
And again,
they go around my neck, but I can't get my head around
them. You have the dragon.
Yeah, I'll make sure I get a shot of that.
Yeah, which of course is a Japanese art.
This is some of the inspiration that you get?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but that is very intricately done, and that is another kuhimo. You see, the beads are very, very tightly woven. It takes time. None of this is quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you saying about this?
Well, this one,
pattern?
is this one has a lot of sentimental value to myself, because this is what I did when my mother was very, very ill and then passed away. But this work, I could just do the individual circles and just link them all together, and I would show.
And then in the middle, is that still just more circles?
It's more circles, and it's all built up.
Try and get a little zoom in on. That's a lot of circles right
there. It's an awful lot of circles, but again, it's all this
How many beads would you say are in that?
Thousands and thousands and thousands. It's just far too many to count, because they are so tiny. But the interlinking made me feel about the family and having strength, being together. So there's a lot of work in that.
Beautiful. And so some of these aren't for sale, but you do sell some of your stuff in Rogue's Gallery.
Yes, I do, and
You take commissions? Yeah.
Especially bridal.
Okay. Yeah. Right, Mum. Well, do you want to talk a little bit about the glass as we're on a roll?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. We'll move on to how long have you been on the glass?
Now the glass is in the last 10 years, really. I was volunteering over near Wookey at a place called Headway, which was dealing with head injuries, brain injuries. Lovely group of people, and there was a wonderful art teacher there called Angie, and I'll shout out to Angie because she has a studio in Weston.
It's like your own made jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah,
that's how I've seen it.
What I could do with it, and Eve here, I had this in my head for a very long time, but I had to have a mannequin which was half body and very, very solid to work on.
I'm not going to move it, but it is all the way round.
Yeah.
This is a 360 piece.
Which and I called her Eve because whereas I'd done mosaics on the flat before, and I'd done commissions on the flat before, this was the first piece that I did as a sculpture.
Yeah.
And absolutely loved working on her,
Cool. Well, thanks, Mum. That was a groovy interview, as always.
Okay.
Custom-made fist bump. Boom.
So,
Great. Perfect.
how red am I? Because I feel like I'm really
you're not
red.
It's Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson, 1969, and it's still fucking timeless. This is LP of the week, and this is one of the LPs of the century, last century, and even this century. Fuck it, let's just keep playing it and keep enjoying it. 21st Century Schizoid Man is friggin' nuts, one hell of a way to kick off the album, and then it kind of just slows down, like as a really peaceful, chilled out piece of composition, using silence quite a lot as a tool of music, which is a bold move, like to then press it on vinyl and charge people money. Charging people money for silence, that is Robert Fripp fucking genius. Like, well done, because I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it and I'm selling it to you. King Crimson, Court of the Crimson King. Buka.
Hey, jungling guy.
Oh, mate, I got the time of the Jenny Jungle. Slung it off the bar this morning.
This is our Hare Krishna, it's our bad boy. Wave those hands, stupid! Reach! Get in the camera shot! Rich and sound! Alright, cool.
Alright, this is Rare Jungle Remix 95 as requested by my mum. We're going to keep that in, yeah?